Look around you, different things born out of truth and passion. Business software, it's our craft, our identity. Thoughtfully engineered, passionately designed to help you transform your business. Zoho, made in India, made for the world.
Thousands of civilians in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir are set to hit the streets under the banner of Awami Action Committee, which is a grassroots movement that has united people across ethnic, tribal and class lines in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Their demand is simple: freedom from exploitation, freedom from neglect, freedom from Pakistan's oppression. Intelligence sources say this is the biggest civilian mobilization that the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir has witnessed in decades. A region-wide lockdown and wheel jam, chakka jam that could shake Islamabad to its core. Panicked by the scale of this revolt, the Shehbaz Sharif government has deployed over 1,000 police personnel from Islamabad and sent paramilitary rangers from Punjab to crush the protests. Let's go across to my colleague Rishabh, who is joining us live right now for more on this. Rishabh, the situation in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is, is quite serious. It's quite volatile, it looks like. What more details can you share with us?
Well, what we are given to understand that thousands of people have now flooded the streets or in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and the demand is very clear that the way their resources, their water, their electricity produced by the water that flows through PoK is being used by the Punjab province needs to stop. Punjab province in Pakistan needs to stop. The Awami Action Committee is very clear that for decades we have been exploited, and enough is enough. So enough is something that we are seeing, and this is not the first time that we are seeing such protests happening in PoK, but this time the extent of it, the number of people who have hit the ground is something which is unprecedented. Remember,
right.
Similar protests did happen in Sindh as well, and that led to stoppage of a dam that was being created by Pakistani army to deviate the water that was going to sink to Punjab province after IWT was put in abeyance by India. Now PoK also has erupted in protest, and they believe that this indefinite protest will put pressure on Islamabad. On the other hand, Islamabad has put on ground thousands of police personnel, and the protest could turn violent. Violent is what we are given to understand.
Stay on with us, Rishabh. We are also joined on the phone line by former diplomat Ashok Sajjanhar. Sir, thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now. Your first reaction on this, in a way, uprising that we are seeing in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and the kind of reaction that has come from Pakistani government.
Yeah, thank you very much. I agree with what Rishabh was saying, what I overheard. Number one, this is not the first time that it is happening in PoK. There have been a huge number of protests and demonstrations in the past many months and years. Pakistan has so far been able to control them, but as he mentioned, in terms of the intensity and in terms of the numbers involved this time, it is huge. It is unexceptional. And in that context, the discontent in the PoK area is growing, it is increasing, and against the Pakistan army, against the Pakistan state. So I think Pakistan will this time find it very difficult, and it could lead to much greater level of violence, and also in terms of the action that army might take against the protesters, also in terms of deaths of these protesting civilians, protesting individuals in Pakistan. I think the other aspect that we need to keep in mind is that this is also one of the areas, in addition to Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, where critical earths and rare earth minerals, they exist, and these are being offered, so to say, on a platter to the United States. Now, there has been a huge demand in Pakistan asking for the details of these meetings that Pakistan leadership has been having with the United States. But Pakistan administration is not willing to come clean on that. And I think that would also be an issue, as Rishabh mentioned, water in Sindh.
Right.
There also it will be the rare earth metals that would be a point of contention.
All right, Mr. Sajjan, I appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. We're also joined on the phone line by retired Lieutenant General Sanjay Kulkarni. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. There are freedom chants that are rising in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Do you think this PoK tinderbox is, all set to ignite any moment? How do you assess the reaction from Pakistani government?
See, Pakistan perpetually has been facing protests and problems in the PoK, and primarily because imagine a place which is so rich in water resources and has to have no electricity, no drinking water. Can you imagine the plight of these people? Just because most of them are not Sunnis and most of them are not Punjabis. So this is the plight of the PoK. Now, Gilgit-Baltistan, that entire belt has a CPEC going through. If the China-Pakistan economic corridor is passing through, obviously the Chinese have tremendous amount of interest. They've invested over $50 billion, and where people are so restless in that particular area. And slowly and steadily, this area has been governed. Whoever is in power in Pakistan tends to govern this particular area, which has always been wanting to secede from Pakistan. They've been saying again and again that look at India, look what is happening over there. You can see everything from across their side to what the kind of progress that is taking place in India. So all of it, the frustration levels are extremely, extremely high. Electricity, water, education, no employment, exploitation by the army, which comprises of only the Punjabis. So this is something which is very frustrating to the PoK region. That's one of the major factors why this kind of thing is erupting like a volcano anytime and every time. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kulkarni. Appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective.